So Mackenzie Mattingly of the LMPD, why did you fucking kill Michael Newby? Was it 34th or 44th Street? Market Street. So far, the police are absolutely out of control, right? In America, the police are out of control. And there's so many police brutality cases that are just coming out right now. So we got the internet, we're allowed to see what happens, and we're seeing more of these incidents happen again and again. And a statistic I came across is that actually more Americans are being killed by police than the Americans that died in Iraq. So we go to war, less Americans die than if you just live in America. The war is not against them, the war is against us. So there's a whole bunch of things, okay, a whole bunch of incidents. I'm going to run through as many of them as I can. I don't know, might be several videos long. I was hoping to get all in one, but I guess I just get on an idea and I just can't, let go of it. So let's see. We have cops who are murdering kittens, okay? So this is happening in Ohio. There's Ohio cops shoots 5 kittens dead with the kids listening to euthanize them. And so this is probably even worse than the poor turtle that got beaten to death on a Wisconsin golf course while trying to lay its eggs. So in this case, the cop claims to have had no choice but to shoot 5 kittens outside a woman's home in order to euthanize them. He also did with children nearby who heard the carnage. In a nutshell, woman calls animal control because there's 5 feral kittens living outside her home. The humane officer, right, in quotes, just like a peace officer, like the Viper Squad, right, they're supposed to stop violence. No, they're not for peace. They're not for humanity. They are very much the opposite. It's Orwellian. It's to cover it up. We're peace officers. That's why we're allowed to be violent. We're humane officers. That's why we're allowed to murder kittens. So, humane officer shows up, tells her that the shelters are full and that the animals will be going to kitty heaven. Oh, man, the shelters are full, so guess the little bitty kittens gonna go kitty heaven, right? And I'm sure that's where they go, right? They go to kitty heaven. They go, right? They were innocent. They had no sin. You killed them. They were good, so now they're flying in the clouds with angels. Give me a fucking break. That ain't heaven. It's hell here on earth. And they're murdering people, and they're dead. They have no more life. So the woman who called animal control understands that they need to be euthanized, so she goes ahead and consents. But what she didn't understand, she thought it was going to be they take them away and euthanize them somewhere else, maybe, injection, even, some sort of injection, right? Or to neuter them and then release them. Those are the 2 options. Inject them and kill them, or neuter them and release them. So, humane officer comes up and he's like, hey, I'm going to send your fucking kittens to kitty fucking heaven, motherfuckers. And that's what the fuck he does. He just starts pull out the gun and methodically, pow, 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 blows 5 fucking kittens, heads clear off, right? Just murders 5 fucking kittens. Who gives a shit? Pow, 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 pow. And the kids are out in the window. They're sitting there staring, looking at it, crying, and not knowing what's going on. So the mother of the house and much of the internet is outraged about this. The officer shot 5 kittens to death right outside the door. They was aware of what was going on. The NRPD, so this is North Ridgeville Police Department. So the North Ridgeville Police Department, and this is in Ohio. So this is an Ohio cop. And actually, I haven't even seen the guy's name yet. A lot of times, these police reports, media, they'll report the guy who got beat up, but they won't report the person who was beating the guy up. The police are very much invisible when it comes to these articles. So the police try to say, well, it was a very humane way to do it. Then the Ohio Branch Society of Prevention of Cruelty to Animals says, no, it's not humane. You either trap, neuter, and release, TNR, or you have euthanasia by injection, EBI. So the local police chief, Frio Man, has investigated and determined that it's appropriate for an officer to fire his weapon to kill defenseless kittens. He says after visiting the scene, talking to a responding officer, re-interviewing the complainant, decided his actions were appropriate, decided not to impose any disciplinary measure for the incident. Okay? So North Ridgeville Police Department, that's policy of North Ridgeville Police Department. You see fucking kittens, you kill them automatically. You don't know what they're capable of. Right? They're fucking kittens. You know how kittens are known for, just attacking old widows and shit? And then on their website, a lot of people are like, bullshit, what the fuck is going on? So then there's the same article or the same story with the under RT, and it says the cops are cleared of the wrongdoing after shooting kittens in front of the screaming kids. So murders the kittens, doesn't get any punishment, gets a little laugh, right? Sent them to kitty heaven. Ha ha ha! I'm a fucking cop. I send motherfucking kittens to kitty heaven. Ha ha ha! Right? That is traumatic, you know? And like I accidentally said kids instead of kittens. Is that really big of a difference? I mean, if you think to think that if you could fucking murder one in cold blood and laugh about it, that you wouldn't be able to kill something else. I have a problem with just killing cockroaches. Okay? When I moved in here, there was a cockroach problem, and they're hideous and disgusting, and I hate them, and I can't wait to get rid of them. But I still feel bad. I still have that, you know, it's another life, and then it's dead. You know what I mean? Like, I still have that compassion and empathy with other living creatures. So, the resident who made the call said the cats were bringing fleas to the home and they were leaving dead wildlife in the backyard. I don't know what kind of wildlife these kittens are leaving in the backyard. Maybe a little bird or something, right? Oh my God, a little dead bird, fleas into the home. Yeah, remove them. Go ahead and remove them. That's fine. But to murder them, cold blood, in front of the kids, in front of everybody? Come on, man. That's insane. That's insanity. The police are out of control. They're out of control all over the place. So this guy's name, which is important, Humane Officer Barry Accordi, okay? Barry Bob Accordi. And Accordi, you can't afford this guy. This motherfucking Accordi is murdering kittens till they die. You can't afford Accordi. Barry fucking Bob Accordi. Fuck Barry Bob Accordi, motherfucking kitten killing piece of shit. What a fucking psycho. What a fucking absolute evil fucking psychopath. No empathy, no anxiety. Ha ha ha. Kill them, fucking send them to kitty heaven. You know who started out by killing cats? Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer went around the neighborhood. He was killing neighborhood cats, and it wasn't enough for him. He had a few sexual desire, and violence to kittens became one. They fused, and then eventually killing kittens and the neighborhood cats wasn't good enough, so he went on to killing people. You telling me that this fucking Barry Bob Accordi, he ain't gonna go on? You know, he's having fun, enjoying this shit, having fun, torturing, sadistic, you know, this sadistic fucker is sitting there torturing innocent fucking kittens. You think this is a good person? This is the type of person you want to represent you? North fucking whatever. North Ohio cops, North Ridgeville. North Ridgeville, is this how you want, you know, the police officers, this is what you want everybody to know about? In North fucking Ridgeville, in Ohio, we kill our fucking kittens around here. And this happened June 13th, 2013. So this is recently. This is this year. June 13th, 2013. So, an Ohio policeman shot to death a litter of kittens on Wednesday, telling a group of screaming children that the animals are going to kitty heaven. Instead of firing the police officer, local police department cleared him of any wrongdoing. So when the resident had said that they were going to kitty heaven, she thought that they were just going to trap them or take them somewhere else and humanely euthanize them. They are only 8 to 10 week old kittens, and they're only 15 feet away from the back door to her house. So she was real distraught. You know, the kids are shouting, "Mommy, he's killing the kittens! Mommy, Mommy, he's killing the kittens! Why?" Right? And I'm sure they were pretty fond of it. Probably didn't want, you know, her to call the police, and that was their solution, right? Landon told Sun News incident is heartbreaking and inexcusable. A humane officer should never resort to that. He said Accordi should be fired, charged with animal cruelty. Instead, Police Chief Mike Freeman said that's exactly how North Ridgeville, Ohio, that's the way we fucking roll around here. You see a fucking kitten, you don't fucking want it, call the North Ridgeville, Ohio police, and they will get rid of any of your fucking unwanted kittens right in front of your face. They'll do it immediately, instantly. I was going to say no pain, no mess, but lots of pain, very, you know, painful to watch, painful to experience, and, you know, lots of mess. Big old fucking mess, right? I don't know how he shot him, with a shotgun or with, like, you know, some sort of .32 caliber revolver, or, you know, I don't know. It's not funny. I don't know how he did it, but a shotgun, that would be a fucking, they would just been disintegrated. A leg here and an ear there. Caliber just shoots the head off. So, you know, you leave it to your imagination how it actually happened, but it was bam, 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 all the kittens dead. So fuck Barry Bob Accordi of North Ridgeville, Ohio. He's a bastard, right? And he's a psychopath, right? He's got that willful, happy to murder other things mentality. Ha ha, I killed the kittens. They're going to kitty heaven. These kittens going to kitty heaven. Here they go. Bam, 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 bam. Did you see what I did, kids? I just sent those kittens to kitten heaven. Fuck you. They're also just sitting there. You know, they weren't attacking anybody. Just fucking alone, afraid, no mother. Just orphan fucking kittens just in a, you know, fucking backyard. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, they could have been socialized. They were 10 months old. They were not lost causes. Somebody could have loved those kittens. So that's not only what they've done. They've done, God, the fucking list just goes on and on and on. I just want to say something because I just feel like I have so many police brutality cases that's lodged in my head. Like, it just seems like every time I hear about another one, it's like, what the fuck is going on? The police are absolutely out of control. The other incidents that happened, there's been several other Trayvon Martin murders. There's, you know, a black woman got shot in the back of the head. There's the sports player that had wrecked his car and asked for help, and then the cop comes and just fucking starts shooting. That's what the fuck they do. That's shoot first, ask questions later, right? They act like they're fucking Marines in Iraq, but we ain't the enemy. We are the enemy, right? That's what they are clearly showing us by their behavior. But their stated goal is not that. The stated goal is to protect life, liberty, and limb, to protect us, protect and serve. We the people, right? But that ain't what they're doing. They're the king's men. They only give a shit about their corporate paymasters and the politicians who pass the laws. And they might not even give a shit about them. They could just be rogue militia running around with guns fucking with people. You're going to say you got a problem with gangs? This is the worst gang on our streets right now, is the police. So you have lots of Trayvon Martin killings. You have that sports star who got killed when he wrecked his car, and he goes knocks on the door, and a white woman answers the door. And just like back in the day, 1900s, when all the lynching was happening in Kentucky, Tennessee, right, in a lot of the Deep South, you had I want to say Ida B. Wells, who wrote this about the lynching, and she showed that 1/3 of all the lynchings happened because the black man was accused of rape. And he was accused of rape, and then he gets hung. But it comes to find out, those black men were not raping anybody. The white women was raping them. The white women was going out back into the slave quarters, getting them some ass, and then when their racist white supremacist daddy caught them, they feigned like, oh my God, I don't know what happened. He raped me. And even though this white woman, who is supposed to be, you know, held up as a paragon of morality and ethics, and, you know, I hear lots of men, she's so much better than me, she's just pure good, and good, love your wife and stuff, but to put them on a pedestal like that, it's ridiculous, because white supremacists, their justification for what they do is to protect their white women. You know, those black people are going to fuck our white women, so we got to do something about it. So it's, you know, it's all about white womanhood. White supremacy is to protect white womanhood. And in the middle of protecting white womanhood, they, you know, they go above and beyond. The white woman is supposed to be pious and good and righteous, and she could do no harm. But really, she was a shitty fucking psycho fucking piece of shit, right? So, she loved the man at one point, loved him enough to fucking rape him, right? And I don't know if it was rape, it could have been just consensual by his part, but he's in there's a hierarchy there. There's, you know, she's clearly in a position of power and authority. So it's, at the very least, sexual harassment, and at the very most, rape. And so she goes back there, she loves the man enough to fucking, you know, stick her vagina on a fucking dick, and then after she gets done fucking dude and gets busted by her white supremacist daddy, she's like, oh, I don't know him. What do you mean? I don't love him. He raped me. And then he's fucking hung up in a tree. Same shit happened. Same shit happened with, not same shit, but very similar elements. Black dude wrecks his car, thought about not going to the neighbors, but what else is he going to do, right? I remember actually in a situation very similar to this. I witnessed a lady get into a car wreck on Montgomery Road in Gent, Gallatin County, and I had, I think Gould or one of the guys came up to me and they was like, you know, we think you had something to do with this. And it was kind of like, man, fuck you. But when I went up to the trailer, she was like real nervous and suspicious. So I can understand that, but I told her the incident to give them a call, and then the police came. But they were really fucking dicks. They were real shitty. So I can understand cops coming. White woman says she's scared. There's a black man. I don't know if I believe him. He's out there walking around. Bang, bang, bang. Now he's fucking dead. Cops are out of control.